What's up, guys? This is TechnoViking23 coming to you today with a little bit of Overwatch commentary. And today we're going to be talking about Overwatch competitive in general, a little bit about the state of competitive right now, where it's at, and hopefully how it will evolve in the future. It is currently Season 15 of competitive. Overwatch has been out for almost 3 years now. The competitive mode is a little bit stagnant at this point, and I'm going to spend most of the video talking about the biggest way I think that Blizzard could help to spruce it up a little bit and make it more interesting for people to play just in general. I've actually gotten back into comp pretty heavily this season because of mainly Overwatch League. It always gets me in the mood to start playing competitive again, even though I'd largely fallen out with playing ranked. Because solo queue is just so miserable most of the time when you're playing. It's very rare you get everybody in voice chat, no one really works together, and then you have people just playing whatever they want. But I think a lot of that is just a product of where competitive sits in the game right now, and the fact that it's been out for so long. I think people just really don't care anymore, and that's mainly what we're going to talk about in this video, and the main way I think we could fix that. Hopefully something Blizzard may do in the future. Who knows? So anyways, I think the biggest problem right now with competitive is that really nobody cares. The game has been out for such a long time. Like I said, we're in Season 15 now, and at this point, if you haven't really gotten to the rank you wanted to be at, you're simply not playing enough, or you just simply don't care anymore. Most of the top-level, high-end professional players and the streamers, they've all been top 500 now for seasons on end. Everybody pretty much who wanted to reach Master and Grandmaster has made it there, unless you're just brand new to the game and just recently started playing competitive. Most people have a bunch of Smurf accounts that they play on to learn different characters or just to start over again. But at this point, competitive is incredibly stagnant. There's really no reason to play it at all, other than to maybe get a more team-organized play style than versus quick play. But for the most part, there's really no incentive other than that and grinding out to get your cosmetic gold weapons. So Blizzard needs to kind of give us a reason to start caring about competitive again. One of the main things I've been seeing in a lot of my games, and I've played close to 200 games this season, is that most games you're not going to get a full-blown team synergy, team experience where everyone is playing together and trying their best to win the game. It most often boils down to about 3 to 4 players really trying their best to win, and you'll have 1 or 2 people that are either on a troll pick character or they're not in voice chat. They just simply aren't really trying to win. They're just, I guess, goofing around. You know, they're tired of the game at this point, so they're just doing whatever they want. You're seeing a lot of people get on Torbjorn and troll the whole game. People will jump on Widowmaker, not get 1 kill the entire match, but stay on Widowmaker the entire time, basically making you have a 6 versus 5. And things like that are really rampant right now. Levers have been a big problem this season, but just the trolling in general has been a huge issue. People not getting in voice chat, and when they do get in voice chat, they just complain constantly the entire time. And it's really just a miserable experience. And like I said, I think people just don't have really any incentive to play anymore. So I think what Blizzard needs to do to fix this and to change it so that next season, maybe Season 16 comes out and people actually care about playing the game again, is I think it's finally time to do a hard SR reset across all ranks. Now, this is a very divisive subject. Anytime it's brought up on Reddit or just in general in the Blizzard forums or the Overwatch community, you get a lot of pushback on both sides. A lot of the lower ranked people really want to have this come into effect because they feel like they've been stuck in a rank for a long time, and they feel like an SR reset will help them get to a higher rank, which is true in some cases, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. And then the higher level players are very much against this. They really don't want to have an SR reset. They tell the lower level players it's not going to help them at all. And I think there's a little worriedness on their part where they're afraid they might not be able to reach the rank that they're at currently. Because, as I mentioned with the lower ranks, the SR system in this game really feels like it keeps you in place if you don't really play enough games. And what I mean by that is, like, you can basically place one season, the first season you do competitive, whatever you place that season, the game is going to try to keep you there on placements pretty much every single time. I've been playing this game since Season 2, and quite honestly, other than the first season I did placements have never changed my SR. They have never brought me higher. They've never dropped me lower. Placements in this game feel completely useless and unnecessary. If anything, you'll start maybe 50 SR or lower. If you manage to go 10-0, it might bump you up 100 SR, but you're not going to see any kind of massive change to your SR at the start of any season with placements. It doesn't matter if you play like complete crap or if you play out of your mind. There's no point to having placement matches at all. And there are times it feels like the game is forcing a 50% win ratio on you. You'll get games that you play really, really well, and you win and you win and you win, and then all of a sudden it's like you reach a certain point where the game is like, okay, you've won too many games. We're going to give you 2 or 3 potatoes on your team who aren't going to get in voice chat, who are going to troll on Torbjorn the entire game. Somebody's going to leave within the first 2 minutes in a winnable match, and that's basically, then that goes on for 2 or 3 games. So sometimes it just feels like the game is against you, and it's very difficult at times unless you're playing a ton of games to really get out of your SR bracket. So there's a lot of people right now who feel like they're stuck where they are just because at this point with the game having 15 seasons, like if you just do your placements every season and don't really play much beyond that, you're never really going to be able to rank up or drop in rank really that much just due to the way the SR system works. Like even in the higher levels, when you're in Diamond, you're in Masters, and you have Decay, like if you don't play your 7 matches every week, your SR will slowly start to drop until it goes back to 3,000 Diamond. You can let your SR basically drop all the way to 3,000, not play a game the entire season. Do your placements the next season, and then it will put you right back in Masters or GM, wherever you were that you allowed your account to decay all the way down. So it's really not dropping you at all, even though you're not playing the game, and it's not punishing you whatsoever. So the SR system right now, to me, it needs to be reset, I think, would be the best thing. That will give the streamers and the higher end players more incentive to get on and enjoy the game and work together and have more team play to try to get back to that pinnacle where they were. And in some cases, it will also get rid of a lot of people that have been boosted up to the higher levels. Back when the Mercy SR exploit was in place, where basically Mercy's SR was broken, you could basically lose games, have a losing win ratio with her, and still climb an SR. There were a lot of people in the lower ranks in Silver and Gold who managed to climb to Diamond and Master just one tricking Mercy, even though they can't play any other characters in the game to save their life. And they're still up in Masters because now what they've done is they just do their placements every season. It doesn't drop them back down to where they should be. And that's all they really do. So there's a lot of boosted players still at the higher ranks that this would bring back down to where they belong. And I'm sure there's some people that are even in the lower ranks that might be stuck at this point and just need a fresh start. And one of the things I want to talk about with this, where I really noticed this, is I had my main account, which was pretty much stuck in gold for the longest time. And it's mainly because I simply didn't play enough games, and I had played a ton of quick play with my friends because nobody wanted to play competitive. And it got to a point where I really felt like I'm a lot better than this game. At my, my SR rank at the time was around 2,300. I'm like, I'm a lot better than the SR system is showing me. And when I would do my placements, I would really, really do well to a point where I'm like, okay, the game should be bumping me up at least, above platinum a little bit. And it never happened. The placements just felt useless. I would play my mind out. I'd go 10-0, and I still would not see any increase in the SR level. So I got frustrated, and I think the game went on sale, and I bought another account with a fresh start. Basically played quick play up to like around level 50, I think, with friends, just kind of messing around with that. And playing pretty much the exact same heroes that I felt I had gotten really good with on my main account, I placed mid-platinum right off the bat, and then was able to climb up into low diamond with that account. And I've been able to maintain that account at that level. Diamond for me is pretty much where I want to be at because I'm older. I'm getting closer to 40. I work 60 plus hours a week. I don't really have a ton of time to play Overwatch. So I'm pretty happy with the fact that I've started back at 1200 SR and made my way all the way up to a level I'm pretty happy with being there. But I feel like it allows me to talk about the game, even though I may not be all the way up there like in top 500. I think I can still give my thoughts on the game because I've spent so much time with it. But that's just to give a little feedback on that. I think there are times where you can get stuck for sure, and I think a hard SR reset would alleviate those concerns with a lot of the lower ranked players and allow them to finally see, hey, yes, I am a little bit better than this rank I feel like I'm stuck at, or hey, maybe I really am stuck at this rank and I need to improve my own play and get better at the game. And I think it would just be a great thing in general for everybody at this point. It would be good for the lower level players. It'd be good for the higher level players. It'll give everybody incentive to play the game and do their best and not troll and just, play really bad anymore the way it has been. But I think that's the main problem is people are just bored and they need a good reason to start caring about competitive anymore because, other than some of the people that really want to play well and they really want to win, a lot of the people that want to play competitive more seriously have joined, open division teams or just, gone on to other games in general because they're not getting a competitive experience out of the ladder anymore. So I think that's one of the main things I would say for Overwatch right now. A hard SR reset would really benefit the competitive experience at this point, and I think it's something that Blizzard definitely needs to explore either right now or in the near future. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts. Just wanted to ramble on about this a little bit. Would love to hear what you guys think, no matter what rank you're in, if you're a low rank or high rank. Again, this is just my opinion on the whole matter and what I think would help competitive, so you take it with a grain of salt. I'm not like a super expert, amazing pro player at Overwatch, but I think this would be one of the big time things they could do that would really help to revamp competitive and just make it feel like it's worth playing anymore. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.